Good evening, Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this, you're checking in. Currently, I am sitting outside a mental health hospital where I took a friend of mine because this person has been on kind of a downward spiral in the past few months between money, bad relationships, not mine, um, kids, pets, bad relationships. This person is not that good friend of mine, and that person is seeking help, and that is awesome. Um, I just happened to be the person they called, so I left work, took them to the hospital. They're getting assessed right now. I just want actually to use this as an example, and I'm not asking for praise or attention because I don't like praise or attention. You know what I'm saying? If I change a tire, I don't accept money. If I, you know, do anything, I don't expect anything. In fact, I get like shy about it. Shy to the point where I seem rude after the fact. That kind of shy. Um, but I want to make this as a clear example that some of the strongest thing a person can do is ask and seek help. And there's no shame in it. And, yes, I had to leave work early. Yes, my boss is mad at me. Yes, there's other places that I was supposed to be at this time. But you know what? If someone needs help, you know, I'll shit my boss's hat before I'm like, oh, okay, you're right. I should stay at work and, make sure you look good. But all in all, I think what I want to say is that whatever inconvenience you think it might be helping someone or getting help, it's a lot less of an inconvenience than having to go to the hospital after someone has sliced themselves up or, attempted something that would have ended their life. And it's a lot less inconvenience than having to go to their funeral and knowing that I could have been there to help. You know what I'm saying? Um, I should have left work. I mean, what is one day of missing work or one time or whatever of leaving early or missing a party or missing a birthday or whatever? What is that compared to having to go to a funeral or a hospital? Best case scenario, sometimes a hospital to see somebody in that vulnerable position where they've harmed themselves. And I've been through that many a time. I've seen it, and I've been laying there in the hospital. Um, it's a crazy world, and we just sometimes don't appreciate, what's around us. Sometimes we take things too seriously that we shouldn't take seriously over other things. Some things don't take precedence over other things. Human life takes precedence over me making another 2 hours of work or, sitting, amongst people and drinking. That takes precedence. We've got to get our priorities straight, man. Because I know too, and the reason why she's here now is because she didn't take her mental health over her precedence. I was trying to keep it non-binary. It's a she. Um, and now, after ignoring that and pushing it aside and going to work and taking care of kids and being in a shit relationship and having to put up with that and the anxiety is built up, it's come to the point where now here she is when if she had thought about this sooner, and I'm not putting blame on her because we all do it, I've done it. If we had paid more attention to ourselves and where we needed to be mentally, a lot of things can be avoided. And it's it's shit that this world puts on us that we need to focus on, making that buck and doing all that crap, man. It breaks my heart. It really does. There's a lot of people that are really too good for this world, and she's one of them. And it's like the world just shits on good people. You know, I'm not trying to get biblical, but I mean, in the Bible, it says, the sun shines on the good and the sinners alike, and that's true. You know, but I mean, there's got to be a breaking point. There's got to be some sort of awareness to where everyone wakes up and realizes that it's not about keeping the money in the stockholders of the company you work in. It's not about partying all the time. It's not about pleasing others, before yourself. I'm not saying be a schmuck all the time. I'm just saying that we need to look within and occasionally evaluate where we're at and how we're feeling. And if we can do that, we can say, my anxiety's been through the roof the past few weeks. I'm not sleeping as well as I was. I'm not eating like I should, or I'm eating, but I'm eating nothing but shit. Or, I'm angry at the kids all the time, or the person I'm with is a psychic vampire and he's dragging me down with him for his own means. We've got to be able to look at that and realize that, we've got to stay healthy mentally. Because, one crack in the armor that we put inside ourselves and our whole world can come apart. Especially for people who are volatile like me, like she is, like, other people I know and seen. Everything might look good on the outside, but inside it's a tornado, and it can sweep you up quicker than anything. We've got to look for that. Check on each other, love one another, be kind to each other. Talk to the vet that's in Walmart. Open a door for a woman who's, got a bag full of Polar Pops in each hand. Just be good. Is that so hard? You think not, but it can be. Sometimes we're so self-involved we don't realize what's going on around us, and even that self-involvement in whatever's going on in our lives can take over, and then we're in a real bad spot. It's food for thought. Look after one another, please. Help somebody. I mean, this is honestly, I'm honored to be able to that she called me and that she asked me to bring her out here, because I don't know who else would have done it. Her, old man, he spent too much time dragging her down to worry about getting her help. Her kids, they can't be responsible for her. She's a grown ass woman. She's supposed to be taking care of them. Her job, no. If you're not here, you're gonna get disciplined. What kind of help is that? And it's not like she put herself in these bad situations on purpose. And some of them aren't bad situations. They're just situations that are part of life. But they can be overwhelming, especially coupled with other things. We just got to look after each other. But anyway, I'm waiting, and I'm going to wait. And I'll be here whenever she needs me. And, most of you who are watching, I would be there for you whenever you needed me. And I am. That's just the kind of guy I am. And no, I don't want praise for it. So, I mean, if you see me and you really want to give back, you can buy me a Mountain Dew. How's that? Call it even. But, yeah. So if you're watching this, you're checking. Have a pleasant night.